What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Season 6 of the St. Thomas Dynasty here on NCAA 14. This is John J Gaming on the mic, and today we are starting things out with a home opener against UAB. They were one of the teams that got into a bowl game over us despite finishing 7-5 last season, and you know what that means. The start of the revenge tour is now starting here. We're going to make it to a bowl game, or we're going to make the country regret not putting us in a singular bowl game last season. But before I do get into it, I want to introduce you guys to some of the people that got an underachiever boost, as well as some of the new custom recruits that are on the squad. First is Kyle Luck. He was named preseason all conference, so he did get a boost to his core attributes. At wide receiver, we have freshman redshirt Jake Braun replacing Cameron Jordan, who will be redshirted this season, but he is a guy that I'm excited to work with in future seasons here on the St. Thomas Dynasty. At left end, we have custom recruit Chris Hill, who will also be redshirted for the upcoming season. He's going to be sitting at 56 overall. Looking forward to work with him, as he looks like a guy that will probably start for us next season. So that red shirt's gonna be nice, so that we have an extra year to work with him. At middle linebacker, we have Tyler Graham, who did also get an underachiever bonus. He was named preseason all conference and got a boost to his core attributes, putting him up to 69 overall. Nice. At cornerback, you see that Eric Bradshaw is a preseason All-American, so he will he got a boost to his speed as well as to his core attributes, and now he is all the way up to a 77 overall. Gonna be a real explosive guy for us this upcoming season. And then finally, we have Zaire Hill, a 77 overall guy that will be instantly starting for us at free safety. Excited to have him patrolling the backfield. Essentially, it's going to be an exciting one, man. With all of that being said, though, I am so excited to get Season 6 finally underway. If you do enjoy the content here on this channel, I encourage you to hit that like button, as well as subscribe if you happen to be brand new, as both of those things help me out a lot, and you can follow the St. Thomas journey a lot easier too. But hey, let's go ahead and jump into this game, shall we? Alright, so now Season 6 is underway, and it's going to start off with St. Thomas with the ball, as Kyle Luck's going to drop back the pass. He's going to throw a dot to Andrew Green between double coverage. No fear in his heart. It goes for a completion. Way to start the year off. As we go it over the middle this time to Santiago Fallon on the next play. He goes for another 15. And early on, the St. Thomas offense is moving well, as we also get a look at Lucas Coley, who does get his first touch of his St. Thomas career, transferring in from Oregon State, as now our drive does end up stalling out. So now UAB taking over. Jake Fletcher tries to scramble, but look who it is. OJ Gardner replacing Josh Parker in that defensive line. He gets his first sack of the season, as now they're going to try to go deep on us, and it doesn't work, because Eric Bradshaw is patrolling that side of the field. So now UAB is going to go ahead and punt it back to us, as we take a look at Kujaye Boyd, who did redshirt last season, but will be our primary kick and punt returner, as he gets a nice cut. Can he get past this guy right here? He does break the tackle, but is forced out of bounds. Gain of 20, a really nice punt return, as hopefully we can make something happen here, but right now it doesn't look too great. We got a 3rd and long coming up here, as we are afraid to go free and out, and we are going to have to do just that, as Santiago Fountain wasn't paying attention, and now UAB has the ball. So now the Blazers take over 1st and 10, as Jake Fletcher, he's going to keep it on the read option. He's going to be brought down eventually by Jeff Outlaw. Goes for a gain of 10, though. It's the first down for UAB in this game, but it's broken up quickly as Jared Odom gets the interception. He's going to bring it all the way back. Touchdown, Tommies. And that's how our first score is going to be. It's going to be a defensive touchdown, courtesy of an interception by Jared Odom. returned back 30 yards, and that's how we get this party started for Season 6. So now UAB comes back after the interception. Let's see if they can fare a little bit better. We certainly hope not. We're trying to get a second turnover in a row as 1st and 10. It's Harris. Going to take it up the middle. He's going to be brought down eventually from behind. Looks like it was Corey Ford who ended up making the tackle. It's a 1st down for UAB as now Fletcher's looking around. He's going to try to dump it off to the tight end, but the tight end wasn't even looking. Their passing game is certainly completely out of sync right now. 0 for 3, 1 interception. As they finally do get their first completion, it goes over to Bryson Hill. That's how they get their first yards through the air today. As now 1st and 10. Fletcher's going to try to keep it on the option, but OJ Gardner is there once again. He's going to bring him down for a loss of 4. As now they have another 2nd and long. They get those yards back eventually though. Marcus Peterson makes the catch as now it's 3rd and short. We're going to try to settle on the screen as they were in a passing situation, but luckily they do decide to throw the ball away. And shockingly, they are going to try to go for this field goal. I don't know what kind of leg this guy has, so I'm not going to bring the man out yet. But the kick is up, and it's no good. He sort of had the leg for it. Like, we would have been able to return it anyways. But we get great field position. As we can't capitalize on it, we are just shy. But you know what? We're just a yard away, so I think we can get 1 yard. At least I would hope. But no, we do not, as we are brought down at the line of scrimmage. And so UAB is going to take over again. Another case of great field position, and St. Thomas can't capitalize early on, as now UAB is set to take over with great field position. And that's capitalized more so by Blake Hudson's reception for 17. So now, 1st and 10. Fletcher, he's going to throw the right-hand side. He's going to find Matt Harris. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 12. First time UAB is threatening to score. It's time for the St. Thomas team to step up. Let's see if they can do it as Matt Harris gets a carry up the gut for 6 yards. And a couple plays later, got him to a 3rd and short. Let's see if we can make something shake. And no, we do not. We were sort of there, but we unfortunately did not make the play as Matt Harris gets their first score for UAB. So now let's see if we can get our offense going. Ever since we haven't really gotten much going. If it wasn't for our defense, we wouldn't have scored yet today. But, you know, we might turn things around here as Kyle Luck was able to pick up 15 on the read option. And there's Lucas Cooley that's finally out in open field, picking up 24 yards, trying to make the safeties miss, but it doesn't necessarily work. That's the one thing I do like about Lucas Cooley, as he takes another run up the gut for 5. He is able, you know, he has more speed than Denny Dilkins has, and we're going to be able to take nice advantage of that as we go into the end of this first quarter. Not much has happened. We're tied at 7. You know, defense is looking good, but our offense needs to step it up a notch. So now we pick things up here in the second quarter as we fake it to Coley. Luck's going to dump it off to Tristan Singleton, one of the 3-star wide receivers that decides to walk onto the team very late in the season. He does pick up the first. It's now 1st and 10. It's Coley. He's going to be brought down for another gain of 5. St. Thomas, the offensive rhythm starting to come into play here. They're starting to certainly find that rhythm as Luck is looking. He's going to throw over to Andrew Green and is able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies! As we pull a 14-7 lead, the first offensive touchdown of the season. As now UAB is going to try to strike back, trying to make this a tied ball game once again. It's a carry up the gut for Matt Harris, who picks up another 5 yards, making it 2nd and 5 coming up for the Blazers. As Jake Fletcher's going to try to keep it, he takes our linebacker for a ride. I'm pretty sure that's Tyler Graham that just got pummeled, stiff armed by a quarterback. That's embarrassing. As now it's a fresh set of downs for UAB. We try to sack this man, but look at this play. Zaire Hill. I don't know how he pulls that off. Tip drill, and it just dives and makes the catch. What a play by Zaire Hill in his first game at the Division I level. But it's immediately erased by Tyrone Brown. What an exchange of events, as we get a great turnover by Sire Hill, but Tyrone Brown gets an interception back for UAB. Wow, we lost an opportunity to take full control of this game early on, as now UAB has the ball once again, as Matt Harris takes it up the middle for 7 yards. A decent run for the Blazer running back. As now 2nd and 3 now. Matt Harris, he's going to once again go up the gut. This time he's brought down by Adam Wright, but not before picking up the first down. And now UAB back in the red zone again. And Adam Wright completely whiffs. He was there to make the play, but decides to run past the person with the football. Definitely hate to see it. Very embarrassing. The former transfer from Mid-Tennessee State, as Matt Harris does finish things up for UAB, and it's a tie game again at 14. As now UAB is now set to kick things back off, and it looks like Eric Bradshaw is going to drop it, and they're going to have to try to make something out. Nothing is certainly going to do it. He's up the sideline. He's going to try to do the step back cheese, but is brought from behind. But a 50-yard return for something that, you know, could have been complete disaster for St. Thomas. As now, once again, we have great field position, but the last 2 times we started the ball around the 50, we have not come away with any points. That needs to change. So now 1st and 10, Lucas Coley. He's going to take it up the left-hand side. He's able to stiff arm a defender. It's going to be brought down eventually for another gain of 8. Coley has not gotten many opportunities with the football in the rushing game, but when he does, he's done great. As we try to keep his offense off, or the defense off balance with this read option game, is working really well for us. But now, you know, we're going to bring in Eli Shaugan. It's his first carry. He's going to be brought down in the line of scrimmage, but they are going to call a face mask on us, a way to tack on 15 yards, young man. As now it's a 1st and 10 for the Tommies, as Luck dropping back. He's going to find Andrew Green again, who gets into the end zone. It's the 2nd receiving touchdown for Andrew Green, as St. Thomas has retaken the lead. We find ourselves up 21-14, baby. Let's go. Because the defense continue to play well. You know, whenever we don't put them in a bad spot, they have not allowed any points. But Matt Harris is going to try to change that, and he's going to eventually be brought down from behind by O.J. Gardner at about midfield. A great run for Matt Harris. As now we face 2nd and 13. Matt Harris, he's going to try to run up the middle, but this time he's met by a slew of Tommies. He's only going to pick up 6 more yards this time, as now 3rd and long coming up here. Fletcher's going to try to throw to the right-hand side, but it's off target. Fletcher has been extremely off today, as now UAB has to punt this ball away. Hopefully we can get some decent field position out of it, as Boyd does call for the fair catch. But look at that perfect spin, as UAB is going to be able to down this in the 1-yard line. So now we have a lot of work to do. Shadow of the own goal line. Lots of work that needs to be done before we even start thinking about points. As long as we don't give up the safety, that works well for me, or turn the ball over. That's 2 things that we don't want to do while we're out in the shadow of our own goal line. It's now 2nd and 4. Looking, just gets rid of it. Doesn't count as an intentional grounding, thankfully, as we avoid that safety, as I was talking about earlier, as Lucas Coley is able to find a hole in the next play. Picks up 9. And you know what? Feeling a little frisky. We're going to call no huddle now. Let's see if we can get some points out of this after all, as Andrew Green once again is open. Picks up another 15 yards right there, as Kyle Luck brings his guys to the line quickly. He's going to try to throw over the middle to Adrian Allen, but it's very off target, as Matt Bryan will end up deflecting that ball. So now, 2nd and 10. We're going to throw to the right-hand side now to Santiago Fountain, who is brought just side of the first down marker. So St. Thomas will call their 2nd timeout. And since we only need an inch, we're just going to go ahead, give it off to Lucas Coley, and he will pick up the first down for us. And once again, you already know what's happening. Going to run that no-huddle offense. See if we can get somebody open. We see Jamie Smith downfield, who makes the catch for us, And now we're in serious business, baby. 32-yard catch by Jamie Smith, the backup fullback for this team. As now we try to throw the star receiver, Alex Garcia. He's been very quiet today, and that's still going to be the case. Still looking for his first catch today. Just has had a world of trouble. So we're going to try to throw to him again. And it's dropped again. So now 3rd and 10 coming up for us here. Kyle Luck is set to drop back. Go try to throw over the right-hand side. It's deflected away. The linebacker reaching out for the heavens. Nearly picking that ball off. So now 4th and 10. Don't really believe in the kicker all that much. So we're going to go for it here on 4th and 10. As Luck, he breaks a tackle. He's going to scramble. He's going to throw it up and find Santiago Fountain for the touchdown. What a scramble drill for both of those guys. As that's how we go into halftime with a 28-17 lead. Way to end that first half, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So welcome back to this St. Thomas game here. Season 6 opener. As UAB will start with the ball in the second half. First thing they're going to do is throw to Adam Wright. Not to be confused with the Adam Wright on our squad. The receiver does pick up 11 yards. This is a 1st and 10. Going to throw to the left-hand side. It's Adam Wright again. And this time he is chased down from behind by Tyler Graham. If it wasn't for Tyler Graham moving away from his blitz, then that would have been a touchdown. I'm pretty sure of it. But thankfully it wasn't. And now Jake Fletcher gets sacked in the backfield. And look who it is. O.J. Gardner with his 2nd sack of the game. As now they got a 3rd and 18. He's brought down from behind. Number 20 of the St. Thomas team. Forcing another punt. As now St. Thomas is back on the field once again. Fresh 1st and 10. And it goes to Andrew Green once again. He's having a great time getting open. That's already his 5th catch of the game. It's now 1st and 10. Gonna throw to the right-hand side. It's Lucas Coley in rhythm, able to pick up the 1st down. A 13-yard gain off the halfback screen, making it his 2nd catch of the day. So now 1st and 10 under center. Gonna throw to Andrew Green again. A slew of UAB guys, but was able to throw that ball through the tight window. It goes for a gain of 7. And you know, a couple plays later, you know, feeling a little frisky. Let's call a play action here. And you know, just let Jamie Smith block for us as Kyle Luck's going to pick it up himself. No need to worry about it as we get another 1st. So now, a couple plays later, Luck dropping back. He finds Alex Garcia finally. It goes for a gain of 9, and that's his 1st catch of the game. Remember, Alex Garcia has had a phenomenal season last year. You know, off to a slow start so far. As now Eli Shaligan, the custom recruit back in Season 5, does pick up the 1st. Looking really good right now. Lucas Coley also putting in good work, just powering through, guys. A gain of 9 yards there. So now, 2nd and short coming up. Let's see if we can get this touchdown right here, right now. That doesn't quite happen, but we do pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 2. But after a couple of failed attempts up the gut, we're going to try to run the read option. As Kyle Luck is stuck at the 1-yard line. He can't get into the end zone either. So we're going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th down. If we don't get it, UAB's pinned. If we do get it, it's a touchdown. So it's a win-win. As Lucas Coley gets through the end zone. Another touchdown for these Tommies. As we open this thing up, man. 21-point lead. But there's still plenty of time left here in this game as UAB is going to set to take over. About a minute left here in this 3rd quarter as Marcus Patterson is going to be brought down by the feet of Eric Bradshaw. So now for a fresh set of downs that UAB gets to work with, and I'm feeling it's a read option as it is, but we don't account for Hill, who is Billy Mitchell completely lifts on that. I don't know why he didn't just tackle him there, but it was a little bit longer. But team does rally up and is able to slow him down as Billy Mitchell again does make the tackle this time around. As that is how this 3rd quarter is going to end. we're enjoying a nice lead, and hopefully, depending on how the rest of his game goes, maybe we'll see the backups come in late in this fourth quarter. So UAB will decide to go for it. No surprises here as Jake Fletcher set to drop back the pass, and we missed the tackle. That was Adam Wright that was there, that I was hoping he would make the tackle, but Trey Ferguson breaks it. And now it's a fresh set of downs for Jake Fletcher and company. As next play, Jeff Outlaw is able to get in last second and deflect that pass away. So a couple plays later, 3rd and 6. Matt Harris going to try to run up the gut, and he picks up a few yards, but just shy of the first down marker. Of course it won't matter because they will go for it here on 4th down once again. Let's see if we have better luck this time. And no, we do not. We did not account for Brandon Davis, who was just sitting in our zone. And it keeps the UAB drive alive here as we're going to try to almost get the interception. Trey Ferguson was brought down for a loss, but we were there to make the pick. It just didn't happen for us. So now 4th and 15 now. And look who's wide open. It's Marcus Peterson. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's a scramble drill or what. But now it's just a 2-score game. And UAB will be taking over once again since St. Thomas does go free now in their next possession. So now Fletcher, he's going to try to throw the right-hand side. It's deflected. Eric Bradshaw getting his second deflection of the game. Making a really nice play. As now 2nd and 10. This time they go over to Eric Bradshaw's direction. He does make the tackle but doesn't prevent a completion. And Ron Wright does make his first catch of the day. As now 1st and 10 coming up. This time going back to Ron Wright, but this time he does drop it. Felt the footsteps of Eric Bradshaw. As a 3rd and 9 is coming up here. And Fletcher gets sacked by O.J. Gardner again, tying this school record, a 3rd sack of the game. As shockingly, they do decide to punt this ball away. I'm not sure exactly what they're thinking. They are just kind of admitting defeat at this point, as now Kajaye Boyd is going to take this thing back. He's going to make a nice cut, and he's going to be brought down from behind, but not before another gain of 21. A great return once again by Kajaye Boyd on these punt returns. So now all we gotta do is run out this clock, and then that will just settle that. As we'll try to scramble with Kyle Luck, who does pick up the 1st down, but he fumbles the ball. Burgess picks up the fumble from Kyle Luck, and now there is a little bit of life left in this UAB team. As now St. Thomas has to make a stand on defense again, trying to throw to the right-hand side. It's incomplete, thankfully. As now a 3rd and 7's coming up here. Jake Fletcher is back in the shotgun. Throwing over the middle. He finds his tight end in Blake Huston. Another gain of 15 yards there. As UAB quickly going to the line. The clock is ticking. Time's not on their side. As we get beat from behind. Billy Mitchell could not keep up with Marcus Patterson in the zone. And just like that, it's a 1-score game. And UAB is going to try to pick up this onside. That will most likely seal the fate. But we do get it, thankfully. Santiago Fallon's able to get his hands on it. Shout out to that hands team. And now all we got to do to put this game away, pick up that 1st down. 3rd and 6 coming up here. We're going to try to pass for it here. As Luck gets it to Andrew Green. He does make the catch. And that's all that she's going to write, folks. As St. Thomas is going to come away with their first win of this season, going 1-0, beating UAB by a final score of 35-28. What a way to start a brand new season here on this Dynasty, man. Checking out the stats for our boys, and Kyle Luck, had a pretty solid game himself today. 16 for 26 for over 200 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Had that 1 interception that was more on UAB making a good defensive play versus us making a bad read. The running game was also looking really good in both Lucas Coley and Eli Shawgan's debut. Lucas Coley nearly had 100 yards on the ground and got a touchdown to his name. Eli Shawgan too, 4 carries, 8 yards, not a bad debut. for someone that, was the backup running back, had to do some tough running, and for the most part was able to get that done. Running game, we had, Andrew Green as the main feature for today. 7 catches, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Whereas Santiago Fallon also had a touchdown himself. He had 4 catches for 51 yards. And then finally, this defense was led by OJ Gardner, who had himself a day. 7 tackles, 5 TFLs, and 3 sacks. He had all the sacks for us today. It tied a St. Thomas school record for a single game. Dude was balling out. Same thing could be said for Jared Odom. Jared Odom was part of one of the first recruiting classes here, but did redshirt. He had, 1 interception that was returned back for a touchdown, which was the ultimate difference in this game. Syer Hill also caught an interception in his first game as a St. Thomas Tommy. He also had 4 tackles as well. So next episode, we will go on the road for the first time this season and play UL Monroe from the Sun Belt Conference. We played these guys back in season 2 and they did beat us handily, but this is a completely different team than what they experienced 4 years ago, and hopefully this time we can come out with a dub, and that way we can go up and start this season 2-0. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoy the content here and love sports video games like myself, then make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe if you happen to be new. This is John J Gaming on the mic, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.